Alright guys, last video I swear. So, I went and rinsed the mud off this thing in the sink in the house. I'm sure my wife won't be happy with that. But just wanted to show you no edge damage. I mean, some of what I was just doing could have been considered abuse. It's not terrible. I'd recommend you don't throw my knives, smash them against trees and dig holes, because it's not conducive to good edge life or anything like that. But what I'm trying to portray here is that CPM 154 gets such a bad rap for larger knives, and I've been using it for choppers for the last 8 years, and I have never had a complaint ever. Now, a lot of what you need to remember is its edge geometry, the thickness of the blade behind the edge. Like this one, it's super thin on the first bevel, and then super thick on the second. So you get a big mix of everything here. Now I'm sure that if I went through and jabbed this into something super hard and twisted it around a whole bunch, I could probably break a chunk out of the blade. It's just super thin. It's like fillet knife thin on the edge here. I think I took it to a 0 grind before I put an edge on it. This front one, good luck breaking that. I do everything on my knives. I try to make sure that I do rounded edges anywhere where you risk breaking something. That's just conducive to not breaking crap. I mean, I learned that just doing 4x4 stuff and building suspensions and stuff like that for tube chassis. I try for comfort, beefy handle. This handle's a little thicker than I normally do, but yeah, there it is. So, obviously, whatever was in the scrapyard, sorry, the shop's a horrible mess. I've been hand sanding M4, so it takes forever. Dug around in the scrapyard, found this piece of tin. I honestly don't know what it was from, but it was sitting in the scrap pile, so makes good chopper fodder. Looks like it's 48 thousandths, 50 thousandths, somewhere in there. I don't know. I need to put new batteries in there. 56 thousandths. So, I don't know. I think that's like 22 gauge, 18 gauge. And this may be fairly noisy, but we'll see what happens here. So, I'll start with the very tip of the edge that I like to do. It's kind of a traditional style Tonto, I guess you'd call it. I don't know what else. I've always done it. I've always liked the tip for when you're cutting across things. That way you don't have to use the tip. You don't have to do such an exaggerated angle. You can drag for cutting open boxes or whatever else you want to do, or making slices or whatever. So, there you go. Made a nice cut. 0 edge damage. Let's try that again. That's 4 or 5 cuts. I don't see any problems. Let's see. Look, might be a slight roll right there. Other than that, not bad. Let's try stabbing. I'm gonna stab through into my freaking vise here, I'm sure. Go to the side. Maybe we can twist it around and bend it. How about that? Still nothing? Little chunk of the tin on the tip. Let's see if I can hit the edge of this without hitting the vise. Right on that real nice thin spot. How about that? Oh, look at that. Good ½ inch through. More the finish a little. 0 damage to that. Try a little further. No, didn't cut through that time. Ooh, made a bigger cut there. Okay, so there, finally, we get a little bit of edge damage. Looks like, let's feel it. Oh, just a roll. No chipping. Could probably straighten that out on a steel. Still nice and sharp. Well, what else can we do? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's bend it. So you don't have to worry about breaking it, huh? Let's see if we can use it like a can opener. Still no breaks. Huh. Well, look at that. I guess CPM 154 is a good steel for choppers. Alright guys, hopefully that was insightful. Don't ever think CPM 154 isn't good stuff. 3V may be good, but you know what? My fallback is CPM 154, and it always will be. Alright guys, have a good one.